interesting.
So here with Paul King and his son, changing 3 wet belts on 3 vans on a 2019, 2019 and a 2019. So this is really nice that they cover it up, because this is my pride and joy. So they cover it up while they're working on it. That's really nice. And then he sets all the parts out. And you can see they're all genuine Ford, which is really, really nice. That was one of the questions I had, were they all genuine Ford over from like a parts centre. So that was really nice. So he sets them all up, which is good. So you'll get to see some videos of the guys doing it and what's involved. Awesome. So what are we doing first? What's come off first?
We took the airbox out and
Yep.
the headlight.
Yep.
And now we're taking the boost pipe out, the oil for the tube, moving this out the way and taking the cold air filter.
And that's just so you can get more room to get at it, I guess.
Yeah, more room just to get down inside and get all these bits out the way.
Cool. And this is what you want to see when they turn up, to cover everything. Especially if you've got a nice vehicle. Well, it doesn't matter what vehicle you've got, but you want it nice and covered so your paintwork's not getting damaged. Now the under trails. Looks nice and clean under there with the under tray doing its job.
Oh yeah, she's lovely and clean.
So there's only 32,000 miles in this van, but because it's a 2019, I thought it was time to get it done. So it'll be interesting to see with all these different vans. Two of them have got, one has got 32, the other one's got 33,000 miles, and then the other van has got 50 something thousand miles on it. So we'll show you guys the different deterioration on the belts, if any. Be interesting to see 3 different vans. So now what are we doing?
Now we're just getting the boost pipe from the unit cooler to the throttle body off.
Yeah.
So then we can push all this stuff just resting here, so we can get to the engine mount, belts, tensioners and the cover.
Well explained. Especially for
He worked for my mate in a hire company.
So what are we doing here now, Paul?
Removing the crank pulley
Crank pulley's off, okay.
with a tool, proper tool.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and there's the belt. One of the
2
belts.
belts.
Oh, both belts, okay.
That's the stretch belt that we change.
Yeah.
That's the water pump one that drives it.
Yeah.
That's the main object.
And then also we mentioned that to change the water pump,
Yeah. We're going to be changing your pump because a new belt can cause the belts,
Yeah.
the bearings to start.
especially when you're all in there, you might as well do it. There's
Yeah.
not that much extra, so
10 minutes while you're in there, matey.
there's the oil been drained.
Looking pretty wet round
Try
here.
not getting your way. So it's quite involved changing these wet belts. You don't realise it until you see one been done. Obviously for the mechanics that are doing it every single day of the week and doing it often, it's second nature to them. But for somebody that's never done one or seen one been done, there's a lot more worked with than you think. What are we doing now?
Now I've just used a 8mm on the external tension bar just to get all the front bolts out.
Okay, so the sump comes off next.
Yep, sump comes off next. Now we've got all the bolts out.
And do we use the same sump again, or is it a new sump?
If it's dented or rusty,
Yeah.
we'll replace it for free.
Yeah,
However, we can get it off without damaging it.
yeah,
so
that
we
looks
can
that
reuse
looks
it.
excellent condition, that one.
Yeah, sump is in excellent condition.
Yeah, because it has the under tray on it anyway. So
Yeah.
you do this every day of the week with your dad, correct? What do you find is the hardest part of doing this particular job? What do you think, in your opinion, what's the hardest part?
Really, the hardest part is just getting the belts in and keeping the timing on,
Right.
obviously you don't-
And I think you use some sort of pins or something to keep the timing in.
Yeah, so we get the cams up in line
Yeah.
at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you can pin the cams so they don't move.
Perfect.
And then all you do is just mark the crank.
Yeah.
So you know it don't move.
And you have to do that every single time, do you?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What happens if you don't do that?
You don't know if the timing's on, so if you knock the timing out, you start it, obviously, it won't run, or it'll run wrong,
Right, okay.
and yeah, it'll be a mess.
Yeah.
No, it's well for 1 year. Get deep weight. No, you got it. You got it.
So there's even special tools that get them into the awkward areas. Because that boat looks well awkward to get at.
You go.
So for the average Joe trying to do this would be well difficult because you'd need all these specialist type tools. And by the time you do that, it would not be worth it just to do one well bet on your own vehicle. So this particular van has only got 32,000 miles in it, but it's 2019, hence the reason I'm changing it. And I thought I'd do a little blog for everybody on the transit group of Paul and his sons doing one. So in this particular job, he's got 3 vans to do. So what's that, Paul?
This is where I'm draining the coolant from.
Okay.
This is the oil coolant at the lowest point.
Yep.
So this is where we're draining it from. So that can't be stubborn. On the later models,
Yeah.
you don't really need to drain the coolant
Right. So how come you have to do it on these ones?
because on these ones, in the head,
Yep.
if you come up the top,
Let's have a look. I was going to explain.
this water jacket here,
Yep.
in this earlier engine, it's Euro 6,
Yep.
that water jacket is open. So
Right.
it's flowing. If you take that bung out, coolant will flow out.
Yep.
In the later engine, with these sensors, it's blocked off from factory,
Right.
so you don't have to drain the coolant to do the
Ah,
belt.
okay. Interesting.
Usual indicator is when you've got this, you have to drain the coolant.
Right.
When you've got the electric power steering on the later models, you don't have to drain the coolant.
Okay. See, now you wouldn't have known that as a non-mechanic. I certainly wouldn't have known that. So I'm trying to stay out of Paul's way here as much as possible, but also trying to record for you guys so you get to see what's going on.
She's on there.
So Paul is very popular on the groups. He does. He interacts with a lot of people on the transit group that I run, which is very, very nice. I think we've got nearly 60,000 followers on there now.
Go. We're off. That pipe is really on there.
That is, isn't it? And that looks like
Wow.
still holding on for dear life.
It's really stuck.
And it's quite awkward to get at as well. You can't get at your hand behind it.
I broke the seal.
Got it?
Yep. Really critical.
There you go. And that's a lot of cooling. How often should you change a coolant, or do you ever need to change a Paul? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, usually when we do something like a pump or something like that, or
Yeah.
when we're doing the belt, then we'll top it up with fresh coolant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that over a couple of years is good enough.
Right. So when I spoke to Paul originally, I asked him would he mind me filming, and he said no problem. So, and you won't get a lot of mechanics that'll actually want you to film it. So this is actually really nice and shows confidence in his work that he doesn't mind you filming. So now they're taking off the sump. There it comes off, reasonably easy. And the sun gets behind it. So it's just, I presume it's just some sort of a silicone holding it on, Paul.
Yeah, it's just the strength of the silicone.
And many bolts are around these as well?
Yeah, that's it. Put that back up, boy. Now we stick this back up for now. So
Oh yeah, okay.
we just break the seal.
Yeah.
A couple of bolts to hold it. Then we get the cover off next and wash down into the sump before we
Right,
take the
oh,
sump
okay,
off.
I get you. So that'll catch whatever you're washing down.
Yeah, saves mess on the floor.
Yeah. So now what do we do?
Now the engine mount just comes off.
Right,
so we
okay.
can access this mount. We take this one off, and then we get access to the cover.
Okay, so we're nearly at the cover.
Yeah, almost
Okay.
there now.
Not anywhere there for me.
And the rest.
So this will be the cover that we get now. Yeah, this is definitely not a job for the average Joe to tackle.
Come on.
Looks like then there it is.
Oh yeah, that's where maybe where the leak was. Bit oily around there. Wasn't sealed very well. This is the belt tensioner coming off.
Right, okay. That seems to be well on, huh? Okay, there you go. Oh, and then there's the whole cover then. That's the last of it there, Paul, is it?
We've got the one centre nut now in the water jacket.
Oh yeah, the one you said
And all
earlier.
the 8 mils around the edge, and then that's it. Cover a bit.
Yeah. And these covers can't be reused.
No, they bow and twist.
Right, okay.
You
Hence,
can reuse the sumps if you get them off without damaging them, but not these.
Yeah.
They kink. They're too thin.
yeah,
They kink.
yeah.
You got all the cover bolts, boy.
Quite a few bolts on it, isn't it?
Different sizes as well. You've got 10 mil down here. You've got 13, and
Right.
the rest are 8. Drop the jack there.
So you can see they've got little holes to put the screws in and the bolts in, so it's all tied up. Oh, there's the engine dropping down. I didn't realise the engine dropped down and all that when you're doing this.
Because we take the mount off, you can raise and lower it.
Okay.
Only slightly, you can't do it too much.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got stressor on, like.
Yeah.
The old right shaft and stuff.
Hence the reason you have it supported from underneath.
There's your water pump.
Where's the water? So that's the water pump you're taking off now?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'll just crack the bolts for now and we'll rip that off when we've got the cover out.
So that was a question I asked Paul, whether we should change the water pump, and I think it was really good advice, especially when you're in here. You might as well do it. It's not that much extra.
4 10mm bolts, 5 minutes to take it out.
Yeah.
It's well worth it.
Yeah. That's the one that Paul was saying earlier.
So you can see the coolant in there is wet.
Yeah.
If that was a later engine, that would be dry. That's blocked off on the later engine.
Right, okay. So it looks like that is pretty much it.
Yep, cover.
So now this is the bit. You can see as well on, hence the reason you have to replace these, because as Paul said, they bend. And obviously if you're changing this every day of the week, you know these have got to replace, but just the general Joe public wouldn't know that these type of things need to be replaced. There it goes. I think once you put this back on, Paul, the sealant has got to go hard. You're not supposed to drive it or anything like that for...
Yeah, basically, I mean, some recommend you don't start it, you don't run it for 24 hours, etc.
Yeah.
We know our sealant, we know that we run the engine straight away.
Yeah.
We'll put it in, we'll do it within 20 minutes of putting that cover on, we will start the engine.
Right, okay.
But we start it with the oil filler cap off, that releases the engine crankcase pressure.
Okay.
So then we can physically check for leaks before we
Right.
do the job.
Okay.
Once we put that oil filler cap back on, we advise you not to run it for 12 hours. Then
Okay.
you've got no leaks.
Yeah, because then I guess you got the pressure then once the cap is back on.
Yeah.
So do you ever think that Ford is ever going to change the design of these engines? Probably not.
No, they earn too much money out of it.
Yeah, and also now, we spoke earlier about how Volkswagen is now partnershiping with Ford doing their vehicles, isn't it?
Yep, so if you buy a Volkswagen now, you're basically just buying a Ford.
Yeah.
Paying more money for it.
So this is all the sealant around here. You can feel now there's a lot of sealant on there.
That was in really good condition.
Yeah, okay. There's only 30,000 miles in this van, so... yeah, this will be interesting. Now this van is serviced every around 6,000 miles. So it's had quite a few services already, even only up at 32,000 miles.
Now with the belt failure, most of your problems come from that brown laminate. It flakes off of the tooth side, gets inside the engine, it can get round to the brake vac pump around here, vac pump failure. The new belt, there's no laminate on the tooth side.
Okay.
A lot more fibrous. If you look at
so these new belts are better than the older belts?
Yeah, it was updated in late 21. But if you look at that, it's got a brown laminate coating on it.
Yeah.
Flakes off.
Yeah.
Once that starts flaking off, that's where your trouble comes from.
Now also, say for instance I didn't want to go to all this hassle and expense because I wasn't sure whether it needed changing or not. Do you do actually an pre-inspection on them?
Yep, we do a video inspection.
How is that done? You do, what do you do with that?
Basically, we take out this oil filler tube so we get to this hole.
Yeah.
And we put an inspection camera down the hole, which has got an angle on it, which comes up like that, and we can literally see the tooth side of the belt. I can show you.
Oh, interesting.
I'll show you one we did. I inspected my own belt a few weeks ago. And it actually... there we go. So you see that picture? You can see
Oh yeah.
the actual tooth side of the belt.
Yeah.
This one you can see, we identified this one. See the cracks appearing down the teeth here?
Yeah.
We identified that as it is starting to crack, so we changed that one.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
But yeah.
But that's good that you can do a pre-inspection without...
Yeah, I mean, that's getting inside the engine without taking the cover off. Like that, to see the belt.
Yeah, look at
so,
that.
yeah.
Awesome. So you can see, so we're
setting the time in now.
okay. So
Now there is a proper timing kit for this. We have got it, but all you need is the 6mm pins.
yeah, that just goes in there.
They go in there. Turn it round, Lewis. One's in. Oh, back a tiny touch, boy. Yep. That's it.
So now they're
Lots.
see they feel tight now. You can't move them.
And then backed it up a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And your son was saying that if you don't do this and the timing jumps or something like that, it's not a good thing, huh?
Definitely not a good thing.
Definitely not a good thing.
That's when you end up with pistons hitting valves and...
Right, and a misfire and all that type of thing, would it?
Yeah. Then you'll need the head off.
Right, okay, well, we don't want that. This is why it's really keen to make sure whoever's doing this type of work for you knows what they're doing. Or they'll end up fucking your engine. So Paul has got 3 vans to do here today, so this is my one, this is my friend's one, and that's my other one. Again, so the bodywork is all, everyone asked me about the body kit on this one. This was my good friend Osmond Khan that sourced this van for me. Yeah, I love it. It's got the body kit on it. I like the way Paul does this in particular. I like the way he sets out all the equipment or all the parts that you're going to need, so that if you want, you can actually go and inspect them. So this is nice. You can see that they're all Ford genuine. Everything is Ford genuine. So I think this is really, really important that the customer's mind is put at ease, that they're using the right parts. That's really, really important.
Really good condition. It's barely starting to crack down the teeth. So yeah, really.
So you would see that this is a van that'll be well looked after, and
Yeah, I would still advise to change that, because when the cracks appear, that's where the delamination starts between the teeth.
Yeah.
And then you start getting the delamination.
So Paul, how often would you recommend people service their vehicles?
It all depends on usage. If you're, say, you're high mileage but you're more mainly motorways,
Yeah.
then I would say 8,000 max on the oil change.
Yeah.
Or 80,000 on the belt.
Right.
If you're more around town,
Yeah.
then I'd lower the oil changes to about 6,000.
Yeah.
And I'll change the belt around about 60.
And bearing in mind, Ford actually tells you service your van every 18,000, isn't it? I think
They started out at 25.
25.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't think they've lowered the service plan.
so it's still 18,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they have changed, I think, to how often the wet belt. I think
They first
was
made the plan,
150.
They recommended 10 years or 140,000.
Yeah.
Now it's 6 years or 100,000.
Right. So even 100,000, I don't think it should be left that long.
Too far.
Like I said, guys, this is only a 32,000 vehicle mileage, but because it's a 2019, I wanted to change because of peace of mind, really. So now I guess, what's the next part now? Get all that cleaned off?
Yep, we're clean up the sealant now before we get the sump
Because you
off.
can see the sealant is still on there, and I guess if they put on the new sealant on there, you're going to have leaks. So again, everything must be done correctly. He's going to get the most of that off there, and then he said he's going to get a wire brush on the end of the drill and gives it a good clean. So what you don't realise is the amount of things that have got to come off, and you've got to remember to where to put all these back. That's the bit I would struggle with, as not walking around an engine, is making sure you put everything back the right way and in the right order. Obviously when you're doing this every day of the week, it's normal. And now we're cleaning it off. You can see that makes it really clean. Look how clean that's getting out. And then I guess you do some sort of a flush in there, do you, to clean that off? Yeah. So there's another belt down there. So what's that belt off?
That's the oil pump belt, which is in the sump.
When we get down to the sump,
Yeah.
we'll pull that out and change it. You have to have the sump off to change
Yeah,
that.
yeah, okay. So all that belt, all them belts get changed as well. Making it really clean. And it's like anything, everything is in the prep work, so I guess if you do the prep work properly, things go back better, isn't it?
Yeah. Just do a proper job.
Yeah. So how long have you been working with Dad?
Just over a year now.
What's he like to work with? Go on, you can say it on camera.
It is
Be
fun.
honest.
It is fun, I do love it.
Yeah, good. You must have an interest in doing this if you want to continue doing it, if you've got a passion for it. Look how clean that now is.
It's definitely a job you have to have a bit of passion for.
So look at that, how clean that is now. And now you could have, maybe some people would probably not get it as clean as that, and then the seal wouldn't be as good, but that is really, really nice. That's a good job. So then he gets all the what he can from the top, and now he's gone underneath. Mind your way, Paul. You get many customers wanting to record it like this here, I know.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, because we did speak about it first.
You can see that it's done properly.
Yeah.
What's gone into it.
Yeah. That everyone then should be working to this type of standard, really.
Everyone should be doing it.
Yeah.
The most important thing is the next stage. This. When you go out with brake cleaner, we go mad and we absolutely clean.
Yeah.
Because what he's doing now, when he's cleaning that, it's actually flinging
Little bits into it everywhere, yeah.
It's flinging little bits everywhere.
And that'll get into the oil and all that type of thing,
This is what you've got to remove.
Yeah.
You've got to get all this out.
Yeah. You've got to make a bit of a mess first to get all this off.
And then go a bit OCD with
Yeah. But like your son said earlier, it's all in the prep, as long as the prep is done right.
Straight easier.
So you can see now, Dave, how clean it is all around here.
And the belt, fine.
Yeah, the belt was in great condition. Yeah. But did you see the look at the steerings there?
Really, really good condition still.
So we know now this is off my one, so we'll do both my vans first, and then we'll do Dave's, and then we can check both of them, yeah?
Yeah, compare them.
And what's this?
That's the belt tensioner.
That's the belt tensioner.
Yeah, that gets replaced as well. Usually, when they wear a lot, you can see the pattern appearing there.
Yeah.
But they can actually cut a groove in this still.
Right.
No groove
And
in
that's
there,
been replaced
fine.
as well?
Yeah, that gets replaced as well.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
Definitely don't like that.
On the other one.
He's just cleaning off the bottom part now, and then as Paul said, he'll go through the whole lot with the brake cleaner and clean it all out. Okay, Paul, what were you just in there?
Right, timing wise,
Yeah.
when you've got these two pinned, in your bottom crank there's a hole
Yep,
that would line up behind there. There's a hole in the block.
yep,
So this crank would line up in there. The hole lines up, so you put a pin through.
yep,
You can do it like that. Us pros, we just make a reference point on the crank here.
yep. I can
So
see
just
that,
so we
yeah.
know, where the crank is in relation.
So
to
that's
the
that mark.
belt.
That's that mark there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we put that as our TDC mark.
Yeah. So what are we doing now, Paul?
Basically now, because we've
okay.
made a mess with the drill, and we've
Yeah.
got all these little fibres in here.
So what happens
See
if
it
you
washing
don't
down?
clean, if you didn't clean that out? You just
Basically, all these filings here,
Yeah.
they would end up in your strainer, through to your vac pump, end up with vac pump failure, even total engine failure. Because
right.
of your,
Okay.
The piston oil squirters can also get blocked with that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, this is the most
So
important
this
bit.
is the most important bit. Okay.
Once we scrub this bit, and there's a bit of agitate in that one.
And what is that? What is that liquid you're using?
That is brake and clutch cleaner.
Okay.
Best stuff ever. Basically alcohol.
Yeah.
Just wash it all from the top down. Make sure we get right in there.
And that's why you've left the sump on, I guess.
Yeah, just to catch this for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we wash all this down into the sump, we'll then put the engine mount back on. Then we'll wrap
Oh
the
yeah, you
sump
can
off.
see all the bits coming off it. Look
Yeah,
at that.
see that? Now you wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah,
when
you wouldn't have.
made it,
Yeah,
right?
look at that. Look at the difference in it now.
Get all running in, see.
Yeah. And this is the bit you don't see on the internet. This is the parts you don't get to see.
That's just about happy with that top bit.
Yeah.
Taken out.
Look how different. Look at how clean that is now.
Get right down in there now. Wash it all down.
Yeah.
Important bit is around this here, around the back of there,
Yeah.
because that is the intermediate bolt. In there, we want to make sure that that oil feed down here is no crack.
Yeah. And just say for instance there is a tiny little bit that you just happen to miss a tiny little bit. Would a tiny little bit matter or
That'll
not?
get caught straight in the filter, tiny specks and
Yeah.
stuff.
But obviously the more
more
you clean like this, the less will be.
The more precaution you take cleaning it,
Yeah.
the better we'll sleep at night.
Yeah, it's not only that you've gone to all the work of doing and taking everything off and getting it to this stage, you might as well not skimp on this bit.
It's nice to keep the old head and block a nice clean around there.
Yeah. Because you said this one had a little bit of a leak, Paul. Where did you say it was leaking a little bit?
This one's leaking from the actual crank still timing this. See how it's all wet around here?
Yeah.
So I assume it was leaking from there.
Yeah. So now this obviously
all
will have a
pretty
new
wet.
one on here, so that won't leak anymore.
Yeah, it'll be lasting now.
Yeah, perfect.
And that's all cleaned. Lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
Now we'll screw the mount back on temporarily.
Yeah. So why are we screwing the mount back on?
We're screwing this on so we can remove the jack from the sump to get the sump off and obviously clean the bottom.
And
do your
the engine with the sump via a block of wood on the jack.
Yeah.
So we have to put the mount back on to support the engine so we then can take the sump
Yeah,
off.
okay, I get you. Simple as that. And you can see these guys have done a lot of these because as he was bolting in this, Dad already knew to move this over here, so it'll help him line these up. That was actually quite cool to see. So now the sump comes off. What do we do now? Taking the sump off, is it?
Yeah, we undo 2 bolts we left in there.
Yeah.
Get the sump off. And then, yeah. We'll take a load of bits off.
So they'd already had the sump removed earlier, and you'll see in the previous part of the video.
Got that?
Yep.
Just caught all the brake cleaner stuff from earlier.
You sort of see some of your
So what's
crap.
what's this here? What's that?
That is your oil strainer.
So does that have to come off and be cleaned or not?
Yeah, that comes off and be clean. Basically, when your belt delaminates,
Yeah.
all that laminate will be all in there.
Ah, and that's
it'll
what gets blocked, is
yeah,
it?
it'll block it. And then you can
And
lose
is
oil
it true
pressure.
that one of the signs that you know that it's getting blocked is your brake pedal starts to go hard? Is that a myth or is
Yeah.
it true?
that's when the laminate comes off the belt, it fills up the vac pump.
Yeah.
And that's when your brake pedal goes hard.
Ah, so that's a sign for you to get it checked. Okay.
Just pop that out. 1 8mm bolt. Yeah. And then this literally just gentle wiggle comes off.
And then we can put a light or something down in it to check and see how much stuff is in there.
Yeah, we'll just look down here when it's light.
Yeah.
And then we'll look inside that one. We also take off this bolt here. Get the belt guard off.
Oh, okay, that's the belt guard, okay.
That
oh yeah,
guard
there you go, I
comes
see
off.
it.
And then you can access this oil pump belt and all that.
Yeah.
Put these in here. That there. We also take this tube off. Just when you're wire brushing, you can break this tube.
Yeah.
So we take it off and clean it.
Yeah.
Just so you don't break it.
So there's no, and plus also there's no crap gone down.
Yeah, just so you know.
Yeah, because you've cleaned everything else. You want everything cleaned as you're going along, I guess.
Yeah. Literally same as a strainer, just a gentle wiggle, and it'll pop straight out.
Right, okay.
And then now we can start wire brushing.
Oh, so this is it's got to come off and clean as well. Because look, you can see all this here, all the sealant.
All little bits.
Yeah. Like, look at that.
All comes off and be cleaned.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the oil strainer. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So now you can see this one is pretty clean. It's hard to see in there. That's better. Yeah, cool.
Clean up the sump. As you can see, your sump is lovely and clean. So,
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it can be reused, yeah.
See, we clean it up with a dry brush.
So he's cleaned all this off here.
Yes. If you brush it lightly, like that.
Yeah.
Don't damage the paint. Don't scratch it.
Yeah.
It's perfectly reusable.
Yeah.
See, it's lovely and straight.
Yeah.
Time we get this
And then
clean.
we cleaned it all out.
You can see all the crap in there now that we caught when we washed it down.
Hence the reason everything's got to be clean, isn't it?
That's why it has to come off. Look.
Yeah. So what would you say on a scale of 1 to 10 that this van's belt and stuff is like?
Close to a 10. I'd say
right,
9.5, mate. Yeah.
So that's the importance of servicing your van a lot.
I can tell straight away this van has been cared for.
Yeah. So like I said, every 5,000 miles I do it.
Why this engine here?
Yeah.
This piece here, this head. See how silver it is still in here?
Yeah.
When we get to them and they're unserviced, we can tell straight away because we end up with a black soot and a film on here, and it's really dark and stained.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, you can tell when someone hasn't looked after their engine straight away.
And Paul also recommended, you'll hear him saying earlier in the video, his recommendations for how often you should be servicing your vehicle, and also how often you should be changing the belt. So what's this?
This is your oil pump belt.
So this is in oil now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, this one sits in oil. These don't wear as much as the actual wet belt.
And is this one in good condition or not?
Yeah, this one's in a really good condition.
But it's still going to be replaced anyway, isn't it? In the kit.
Everything gets replaced.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good.
Just a few tiny cracks along the tooth side there. Just about it. That's all there.
And so your dad showed me the other belt. Can you show me the new belt for that one?
Yeah.
Did they change the design of that belt as well or not?
Yeah, so it's the exact same. It's all been changed.
Because it looks a different colour. The new wet belt looks a different colour to that one, isn't it, Paul? You said.
Yeah, I mean, basically the colouring really comes from the staining from the oil.
Yeah.
From that laminate on that one. So yeah, I mean, it will go that colour eventually, like sort of like that colour, but it's a different belt. Yeah.
That is your new belt. So
okay.
Same as the main belt.
All four genuine. Yeah. Interesting. Paul now is using brake cleaner to get this cleaned. So it looks like brand new. Outside first and then the inside. So where they cleaned down the engine earlier, there was lots of debris.
See it all collecting.
Yeah. Look how clean that becomes.
Then wash that out. All
Yeah.
that crap there would be
Yeah,
inside the
yeah,
engine.
yeah. And it really is key, the prep work and the cleaning afterwards. I can see that now. Look at how much clear he's doing. He's not rushing it. You can see he's doing it right from the top to the bottom, making sure he gets every little bit of that off. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but that is spotless. There's not a tiny little bit on there. Look at that. Yeah.
Give it a final what? A little bit of rag.
So now we're just cleaning the bottom part now, isn't it?
Yeah, so now I'm just getting a wire brush and drill, cleaning all the sealant off, then I can use brake cleaner, spray it all down, get it all nice and clean,
Yeah.
ready to...
And I guess you got to be careful. There's like little plugs and stuff like that. You got to be so
little
careful what you're
plugs
doing.
like that and little tubes.
Yeah,
Stuff you have to be careful
yeah,
of.
yeah, indeed.
Do a proper job.
Yeah. You can see he's even turning the drill around to get into them little nooks and corners there. You can see that in the camera, but he's really getting in there and forward a little bit. Now, if I was doing this on my own, I wouldn't have done all that, but I would have just gone along the top there. And it's really important that you get all these little bits in there as well, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, you can just go along the top there, but we prefer just get
Do
it
it
all
properly,
out,
yeah.
do it properly and make it all clean.
Yeah,
Don't want any leaks or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, so.
so even cleaning the bolts. So everything is cleaned before they put it all back, which is good. And this is what you want to see in your mechanic. You want to see what has been done, so you've got confidence in the work that's been done. And that's the oil pickup pipe, am I right?
This is a return that actually
return.
goes from the head to the sump.
Okay.
Pickup pipe will be next.
So everything is clean and spotless. So this is now what gets blocked up as well, isn't it? From the particles of
This
the...
is what will catch your belt laminate
Yeah,
when the
yeah.
belt delaminates. Give it a quick check. Hold it up to the light.
And you're happy with that?
Yeah, beautiful and clean.
Yeah.
Lovely and clean. There's not a speck of dust in there. I'm going to try and zoom in there.
Oh yeah, look at that. But even now he's giving it a clean, you can see how much better it is.
Still gets clean regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
Get all the old oil out of there
Yeah.
as much as we can.
So what actually happens, Paul, with the engine when the wet belt fails? How much damage is normally done?
I mean, sometimes they can get away without bending valves, but the worst case scenario, you will get pistons hit valves and then you've got bent valves. So what will happen is with the belt, I'll show you. Once this laminate comes off the belt side,
Yeah.
the oil can then attack the belt fibres. So then the teeth fall off. The belts never snap.
Yeah.
They just, the teeth come off. And obviously as it's going around, you've got no
It slips.
teeth. it will slip on a cog.
Right.
That's where you get piston and valve contact as the timing goes off. But then yeah, then if that happens, worst case, we do a leak down test first before we fit any new parts to decide whether you've got bent valves, and then we'll do replace here. I've got a head in here, I think. Show you.
So you do all that as well? You actually do the repairs if need be?
Yeah, I mean, if the engine needs tearing apart, we'll tear it apart and replace the head. This is what we'll get. Oh, there goes the laptop.
I don't mind that laptop.
It's obviously an old one.
Luckily enough it's closed.
Basically, when a belt fails, we'll come along. This is what we'll bring with us, other than the belt kit. So that's a fully reconditioned cylinder head from the specialist. So it gets totally cleaned out, bolts, etc. These exhaust bolts.
Yeah.
They get a skim.
Can we see the other side of it? That bit. Yeah, look at that.
It's all fresh and lovely and new.
Yeah.
The seals in there get replaced underneath the valves.
Yeah.
The valve stem seals. The valves themselves get replaced with brand new from Ford. They are genuine Ford valves. A bit dirty, but yeah. So if you get a belt failure, we'll come along with this as well as the belt kit.
Yeah.
And you'll get all this. You'll get glow plugs, head bolts, head gasket, back pump, and right down to injector seals. Everything like that gets replaced.
Right, okay.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Quite a job when they go.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Right, exhaust manifold, gasket, everything around the head gets replaced when we do these. Literally everything.
Because Ford, I think, would probably rather you replace the whole engine, is it?
They'd rather,
they don't want
rather sell your engine for 10,000 than fix it for 3,000.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you heard it there first, folks. You can definitely repair your engines. Because I see a lot of people, when they've had the wet belt score, they're always worried.
Well, that's the worst case scenario on a belt failure. It would cost you £3,300 plus that.
Right, okay.
That will be totally fixed, back on the road, totally warranted.
Right, okay. And how long is the warranty for?
12 months.
Okay,
yeah, 12
awesome.
months and pass the labour, but I'll always warranty past the warranty period.
Yeah.
If something genuinely breaks, then yeah, I'll still come back and change it.
Yeah,
without doubt,
okay.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, what areas do you cover, Paul?
We cover from Southampton to Northampton across the King's Lynn, so the whole southeast of England.
Okay.
I can show you a picture, look. I'll go on here.
And I'm in Kent, so Paul has come to Kent to us.
Right. Private. There you go. Inside, the right side of that black line. That's
Okay.
the area we cover.
Okay, lovely. We're still cleaning here. Oh, I'm gonna hold that off.
Just about finishing up now.
Yeah. So what's the next thing now? To get some brake cleaner in there and clean all that
Yeah,
out?
we just clean all these bits off
Yeah.
here.
A bit like
spray it all up.
yourself and Dad did on the top part, so now it's just the bottom part.
Yeah. And then we fit all the new parts, get the sump sealed up. And yeah, that's the bottom done. We move on to the side.
Yeah. And it's pretty much then the opposite way around, starting putting everything back together then.
Yeah, it all falls back together pretty fast.
Yeah.
Once all the cleaning is done, it just all falls back into place.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Awesome.
We'll have a final clean down now when he's finished wire brushing.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Ready to clean down there now, yeah?
Yeah.
So now they're coming in ready with the cleaner now to clean the bottom part. I guess this bit now will be quite messy, I would imagine. It's quite difficult to collect any of the brake cleaner. But as you can see, they've covered the pavement so the pavement doesn't get marked, which is really good. So now they're going to start cleaning this bit. Both of them are tapped down together at the same time, on either side. That gives it a good clean. You can see how clean that's gone up. This is really important, Paul, to get all this clean,
because
isn't
this
it?
is like a honeycomb section.
Yes.
You sort of have to go in with a brake cleaner at every angle.
Yeah.
Just so you get all them little bits out that we see.
Yeah, I
coming off
can
the wire
see it.
brush.
I can see it. Yeah. I can see the bits dropping off. Probably can't see it on camera here, but I can see it with my eyes.
I mean, a lot of mechanics won't excessively use this brake cleaner because it is quite expensive. It's like £17 for 5 litres,
Right.
but it's an absolute must on a job like this.
Yeah, yeah.
This is where you probably see a lot of mechanics trying to save money and not using as much of this.
Right, okay. So now, guys, you know, when you're getting your wet belt done, go to somebody reputable that knows what they're doing and will take the time to do things properly. Because it's your pride and joy. You need to be able to drive it and have confidence in it once it's finished. Yeah, it looks very shiny. Paul's son is now getting it all from this side.
Yep, she's good.
You can see Paul's son is as diligent as his father because he's quite picky as well. So, how old are you?
I'm 17.
17. He's 17 years old, and you can see already how diligent he is, that he wants to make sure that it's perfect as well. So this is the next part, Paul, now everything...
This will be nice and clean now, so
Yeah.
we start building everything up.
Yeah.
First things first, oil strain around belt and all that back on the bottom.
Yeah.
You can do that, Lewis.
So we've seen Lewis take this off earlier, and now we can...
Go.
The strainer first.
Nice. Fits in. Bit of a wiggle.
Yeah.
Line the bolt hole up. Bolt in. Not too tight. Just that come off. Just like that.
Yeah.
Sturdy.
And you don't need any, what's the word I'm looking for? You know this stuff you put on bolts to stop them from coming loose?
Loctite.
Loctite.
Certain bolts.
Bolts. Right, okay. Because on my motorbike, I have to use bloody Loctite and everything.
Yeah, we're doing our motocross.
Yeah.
The only one on here really is the actual water bung jacket bolt.
Right.
That has to be thread locked.
Right, okay.
Same with this, just a wiggle in.
Yeah.
Line the bolt hole
What's that,
up.
the tube? Which tube is that for?
That is just an
That's
oil
the
return.
one, that one.
Oil
Return
one.
tube.
Okay. One bolt on that, is it?
Yep, and then it just clips into the side of the strainer,
Oh, yeah, okay.
just like that.
Yeah.
And that's all
Done.
there, secure. Next we move on to the oil pump belt, the guard, and the sprocket goes onto the crank.
Right.
Come around that side for that one. Yes, if you just wiggle the belt. Bit of a tricky one, up there,
Oh, yeah.
behind there, over the crank, just like that. And then we grab this sprocket. This metal here moves, you have to line it up
Yeah.
with the cutouts both sides.
And it could only go on one way, I guess,
Yeah,
innit?
it can only go because there's on top of the crank here,
Yeah.
there's like a little cutout that fits in now.
Right.
And yeah, it'll just clip in. Goes this way round. We normally put it 90 degrees from the cutout. Just a gentle wiggle on.
Oh, yeah.
And grab the belt. Just turn it. A little bit of a tricky one. Just turn that belt on. Pull it onto the pulley. And it should. It's on. Right.
And how will you know when the belt is on right or not?
It will slot into
It
the
just
cutout,
slots into place. Oh, yeah.
which it's
oh, yeah, I
not
can see
doing.
it there.
Which I've probably moved one of the tabs.
That got stuck on the keyway.
Yeah, I think I've moved the cut out this side. Let me
back off and line this spring up at the back.
Yep.
It's all more awkward than it looks, isn't it?
Line a few on the back. You got her?
Yeah, see, I moved that one now. And while I was out.
Try not to spin it when you get it on there. It might turn.
Easier said than done, huh?
It happens.
Yeah, yeah.
There's an actual keyway on the crank.
Right.
Right.
You line up, sitting the keyway right.
A bit of wiggle on. Sometimes it can be a pain. Like that. Turn belt on. There we go. Just like that.
You could hear something like click there.
Yeah, it slots into the
It
keyway
slots
on
into
the
it,
crank.
yeah, okay.
And so on.
Oh, you can see then it's on then properly like that. Okay.
Then we just get belt guard.
Yeah.
8mm bolt. That will go over the belt just like that. Pushes in.
Oh, that just stops anything debris or anything from the road hitting it, I guess. Oh no, no, there's a cover that goes over that anyway. It's just for inside the sump, is it?
Yep. Might have very awkward angle, it. Battery keeps coming out. Nice. Just like that, that is done up. Nice and secure.
That's the cover on there. A bit of cover.
Yeah, that's everything for the underneath.
Yep.
Now we give it a wipe around the edge. Just a wipe around the edge, get all the oil off.
Yeah.
Nice and clean with brake cleaner.
And then the sump goes back on, is it?
Sump fits up.
Okay.
Yeah, give it a nice wipe round that clean bit of rag. Yeah.
Alright.
Right, clean it out.
He's making sure he gets all the way around before the sump guard goes on. The sump and then goes on. You can see then how well they clean that before they even attempt to put on the sump. Oh, so that's the sealant. And what type of sealant is that, Paul? It's just a automotive.
It's a gasket maker,
Right, okay.
basically. There you go. Granville one.
Okay.
It's a really, really
So you can
good
see how
gasket maker.
you can see the correct type of bead he's got on it all the way around. Now if I was doing that, that'd be a complete fucking mess.
Yeah, you need just a really
Yeah.
nice but thin bead
Yeah.
around it so it squashes out.
Yeah.
Too much of it can actually cause a leak.
Right.
So if you use too much sealant, you'll actually just leak.
Yeah.
Ready?
Stay out of the way when they're doing this. Let's see if I can get it on.
What's your side?
Yep.
Ready?
All right, people.
Well,
This bit is really important. getting
don't
this
push it
right.
too hard. The crack to this is we need to get all the bolts in first before we push it up.
Yeah.
Because that, if you push it up first, that can squash the sealant into the bolt holes.
Ah, right, okay.
And then when you screw these in the into this casing,
Yeah.
it can actually break off parts inside there and end up inside your sump.
Right.
You end up with parts of this casting
Yeah.
broken inside the sump.
Right.
If you push sealant through these bolt holes. So you have to be careful not to push the sealant in these holes.
You know, I certainly wouldn't have known that.
It's the same with the timing cover.
Yeah.
I've done many of them where it's been done before and we haven't been able to get the bolts in properly. And sometimes you've even got to go as far as cutting the tip of a bolt off.
Right.
Because the previous mechanic has filled the bolt holes with sealant. And it's virtually impossible to get it out unless you've got an opening the other end.
So there's the tip for all these other mechanics that's going to be watching these videos.
2 more here, boys, you need them?
Yeah, see 'em.
As you can see, Paul is keeping a pressure on the sump, and he's just doing
One
up the
you're in.
bolts. Right, keep it straight.
Can we crank that?
So he's going around the moon, right?
Also, any bolt that with the
Say that again,
thread
Paul?
lock, when you buy the new parts from Ford,
Yep.
bolts that get replaced, they all come with the thread lock on.
Oh, right, okay.
So
Oh, yeah, I
we
can
don't
see
really
that.
need to go around
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it. So all the new bolts will put it on, that'll
Yeah.
have it on. And we've got the water bung jacket, we'll have it on as well.
Yeah.
That's all the sump.
Yeah, look at that.
Everything done with the sump.
Right, so you're pretty much finished under here now.
Yeah, we'll finish on here now.
Yeah.
We go to the side cover
Yeah.
and get everything done now.
So there's nothing else that needs to be done in here. There's no other plugs or nothing.
No, we don't unplug everything. Everything gets left here.
Perfect.
How it is. Job done underneath.
That is the underneath done now, apart from oil filter, which we'll change.
So that's the oil filter there. So now it looks like they're getting the side plate out and ready. This is a brand new side plate. Again, a genuine Ford one. So it's really, really important that all the parts are genuine Ford. So looks like Paul is going to be supporting this. And I guess he has one piece of wood there to distribute the pressure instead of just doing it in one place, which would probably damage the sump then, I would imagine.
Now we'll just take this mount off and get that one off.
Oh, so these are the ones we put back on earlier, so you could drop it down. So now they have to come back off. The guys actually didn't mind me getting in there, and I give that a little bit of a clean because it's not the sort of thing that you can see.
This is one of the most important parts.
So what's this, Paul? Oh, this is to let people know that it's been done by you guys.
It's done by us.
Yeah. And
Seal of
obviously with
approval.
with the receipt, you you know the date has been done. So yeah,
Date,
awesome.
mileage, everything is recorded.
Yeah, awesome.
Now I'm just getting the belt tensioner in.
Yeah.
Only goes in one way. There's a bolt hole there.
Is that awkward to get in or not?
A little bit, not too bad. Just like that. Start the bolt off. The ratchet. 30mm socket. Just in here. Just like that. I'll give it a little wrist nip for the ratchet. Like that. That's tight.
So now Paul has got the belt. And then pins still stay there.
Pull the pin out for the tensioner. Take those to that. Just check our reference mark, make sure it's still there.
And it is?
That's it, time it on. Just like that.
Wow.
For that one little belt.
Yeah. So it's just goes to show you. So here's Dave. Dave's getting his van done as well. So yeah, it's a lot. It's an awful lot more work than people realise.
Just gonna come in here with brake cleaner and rags, like to give it some.
Yeah.
Wipe around everything, make sure the surface is nice and clean, so we get a nice seal.
For the cover that's got to go on, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, there's this. Is it the same type of sealant that you use on this cover as you did on the sump?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Actually, we're going to watch Paul do that now. No pressure now, Paul.
Work of art, this one.
As you can see, it goes all the way around there. And I guess when you've done this many, many times, you know how much sealant to actually use.
That's the key, sort of areas this sort of you need to put it, and other areas you need to be sort of a bit shy with it.
Yeah. The theory is just go a bit shy with, yeah, I see.
Just so we get a line down there so they match.
Have you guys had something to eat?
Yeah, we're good, mate.
Do you want me to go and grab you something?
Nah, we're fine.
So on average, Paul, how long does it take to do a van? If there's no issues, if it runs smooth.
Normally just a belt kit with a full service, because we always include a full service with our belt kits.
Yeah.
Hour and a half normally when we're on form.
Yeah.
If we take our time, 2 hours. A fouled belt on a Transit Custom can only take us 3.5 hours if we have to swap the head.
So that's the head that you showed me earlier?
Yeah, that will take us like a 3.5 hour job to totally rebuild it.
So it's good to know that they can, people that's going to watch this know that they can actually get their vans repaired. There's not always a new engine that they need.
It's very rare you'd need a new engine.
Yeah.
The only circumstances really an engine needed to be replaced if the bottom crank pulley bolt snaps.
Yeah.
Which is the intermediate pulley bolt. I'll show you that now.
And I think you said we're replacing that as well, is it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that.
If this ever goes, this bolt in here,
Yeah.
then that pulley will destroy the block.
Right, okay. Yeah. And then it's a new engine.
Then it's a new engine, yeah.
Right, okay. So it's probably taken Paul a little bit longer to do this because I'm constantly asking him questions for you guys so you can watch this. And Paul has been absolutely amazing answering all my questions, and I'm trying to stay out of his way as much as possible, but also getting you guys to see exactly what's been done.
That should be it for the cover. Now, this gasket here, this is not meant to be sealed, but if we look at your old cover, the bolt that came out of here was actually soaking wet with oil.
Oh yeah, it was, yeah.
So this is a recoil here.
So we're going to put a bit of sealant on that as well.
We've got a very tight. I'm going to put it over there.
Makes sense.
Just as a precaution, we go around now. Get a clean finger. And just put a very thin smear of that around.
Yeah.
Just to help seal it, stop
Yeah.
that oil coming out of that bolt hole.
Because you can see when you arrived first, it was leaking from there.
Yeah. So that will help seal it.
Awesome. Now I bet this is actually quite awkward to get on to line up without.
Yeah, this is really crucial.
Yeah.
Sealant, snag it, or anything.
So I'm going to stay out of their way.
Definitely a two-man job.
Yeah, I'm going to stay out of their way now as much as possible, but also try and
Down here
film.
we've got guide pins. We've got a pin there
Yeah.
and a pin there at the
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, I see them.
They line up with these two holes in here.
So that's that one and that one. Okay.
They line up with that one there
Yeah.
and that one there. And what we'll do is, as I pass it down, Lewis will guide those in.
Let's see if we can
Keep
do
it
that.
flat to the surface there. He's got hold of it now.
So it's definitely a two-man job doing that.
Yeah. You don't want to touch it going in. And then literally go in with it.
So Lewis is Paul's son. How long is Lewis? Lewis, how long have you been doing this with Dad?
Just a little over a year.
Just a little over a year. So, and you're 17, you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing. Very good, very good trade to get into.
Fast learner, he's learnt
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, it's good.
Now we have to get all these bolts in before we push that cover on and spread the sealant.
Yeah.
We want these bolts in because we don't want no sealant going in the bolt threads. So yeah, always wind the bolts in first. There you go, boy.
It's got a little pot there that actually keeps it in. Sorry, Lewis. And then you can see Paul has got his sticker on there to let people know that now the wet belt has been changed. Obviously-
Seal of approval.
Yeah, and obviously you'll get your receipt as well, which will show the date it was done. So, but I think that's actually a really nice touch that that's done.
And we've got a little red bung here. This is important. This comes with your timing cover. This actually goes in there. So when we pull the cover back and the sealant spreads, we
Yeah.
don't get no sealant in the thread of
okay,
the
yeah.
belt tensioner.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You'll find a lot of these. A lot of people that do these belts, when they put this in, we'll pull it out and find that thread covered in the actual sealant, which is bad because it can go in and hydro lock the block,
Yeah.
and it can actually crack the block.
So the water pump, where was the water pump?
Water pump is at the back. We're going to, once we get this on and sealed, then we'll
change-
pull that off. So we don't want to get no coolant down in the sun.
Okay.
So yeah,
So that can be done afterwards.
yeah, we'll get
Right.
it sealed and then we'll pull
Yeah,
the pump out
okay.
before we bolt everything else back on.
Yeah.
Water pump,
So a lot of people probably wouldn't change the water pump, but I wanted to change. I wanted to change the water pump while they were doing it, especially while they're in here. So
when you use a genuine full timing cover, you will get the genuine full bolts with it. You get the new water jacket one.
So why would you not just use the old ones?
If you, because these are stretch bolts. These
Right,
are,
okay.
These bolts here are for the engine mount.
Yeah.
This one. These ones that we undone. See, that was the wet bolt you had. Look,
Yeah.
that was why I put a bit of smear around the
Right,
inside
okay.
cover. But yeah, all those bolts for this mount.
Oh, so there's all new bolts now for
Yeah,
these. Okay.
these are stretch bolts, so they get
And
replaced.
what does that mean, a stretch bolt? What is that?
Basically, as you torque it to spec, the bolt will actually stretch.
All right, okay.
So that's torqued to spec. So
Yeah.
you can't reuse them. If you torque it to spec again, it's just going to snap.
Right, okay. So now we've got loose tightening up the cover. And I can tell you as a customer, I have a lot of peace of mind watching this done. And I think that's key. Because most customers that just don't even care, they just let them get on with it. I actually like to see what's been done. And as we run the Ford owners group, I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity for our members to actually see how it's been done. Manual. So where was it leaking before, Paul, did you say? Remember?
Around this seal.
Around that
this
seal, around that one, yeah.
A lot of the time it leaks around the actual crank pulley.
Yeah.
This is the bit that sits inside that seal there. You can see that it will gradually cut a groove in there.
Yeah.
But the trick is...
And what's that? Is that a bit of rust or something?
Yeah, that sits on the outside.
Yeah.
The trick is when we do these, is to make sure that's nice and clean. You have a very thin smear of grease around here.
Yeah.
And that helps seal it and stops it from leaking.
Right. And once they're tightened enough with this tool, you don't need to go with the spanner and tighten them over again, or not?
Nah, these don't go very tight.
Right, okay.
Huh? Bit dirty that one. Lewis has already removed the bung where the bolt hole is.
Yep.
The engine up a bit. Yep.
Just so you can get at the board.
Ratchet. Tighten up. 1 degrees on that is lovely.
Awesome.
Engine room. Breaking the bottom bolt.
So now they're doing the water pump now. Because I did speak to Paul about whether to check to remove the pump or not. And he kindly also said, I'm not going to charge you any extra to do that, so change it if you want. Because the new belt can make it squeak a bit. Yeah, look at that.
Come on, come on. Double pump, my boy.
He's just got to get it up over that member there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Down a tiny touch. Yep, under there.
It's actually a bit awkward to get out, isn't it?
Pull the engine forward for me, boy. One move. It's going to be a
That is awkward, isn't it?
Ready? Yeah. Must need to go up a bit more.
Yeah, come up just a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit better.
That's it?
Yep, you got.
So this is the pump.
Yep, pretty simple.
Pretty simple, yeah.
Just a rubber seal around it. Sharp little fins.
So now we've got another pump here, again a genuine Ford. So it's definitely worth changing that, Paul, when you're in there, isn't it?
100%. What happens is because we fit a new belt,
Yeah.
it can put strain on the bearings and they can start to squeal when they're cold.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And especially when everything is off, you might as well do it.
Yeah. Saves you labour, really.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, any good mechanic will actually change it for free while he's in there.
Right, okay.
So yeah, you shouldn't really pay anything to change it. Grease around out of that seal.
That can only go in one way, I guess, again. Oh yeah, look at the way that slots in, yeah.
This lot.
Yeah.
I'll get the bottom one in, boy.
So let's just drop the engine there so you can get at that board. And how long does it take, say, Paul, for the sealant to go off?
In the summer, in fair weather, 12 hours is good enough.
Yeah.
But in the winter, if it's freezing outside, then 24 hours would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 12 hours normally is good enough. Right, now we can put the mount on. Brake cleaner go. Right in front of you, this foot. See that bit of oil off there? We don't like oil stains.
Yeah.
Done, boy? When you do the top side, do the bottom bolt.
So now we are very nearly there now. It's that's the bulk of it done now, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's just putting all the bits back together.
Bits of bolt back on there,
Yeah.
and then we'll go around and do the service bits.
Yeah, so then I'll service it afterwards.
Lovely.
And you can see how well they work together, because once Dad is finished one part, Lewis has got the next part ready to go. So that just goes to show you how they've done this a lot. Just putting grease on each one of the bolts.
They're in a bad spot, these bolts. They get rusty.
Yeah.
So it's nice to get a bit of grease on them, stop
Yeah.
them rusting.
Just give that a little push. Make sure it's in place.
Yep.
One bolt's in first.
Yeah, them two is, yeah.
She'll want to do that yet. Crank pulley.
Okay.
Now we get the crank pulley.
So do we need any grease or anything on this one or not?
Grease around now.
This is why a lot of them leak. It needs a really thin smear of grease around there, just so it helps go past the seal without damaging it.
So you don't want to put too much on it.
A very thin smear, just to help it slide in.
Yeah.
New crank bolts.
Okay.
Lower the engine down for me, boy. Just a little bit.
So why a new crank bolt? What's the matter with the old one?
It's just a part of the process.
Just to doing it properly.
I mean, it's not really a stretch bolt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you're better off doing it.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Always replace it.
Yeah.
Now, look, there's a lot of conflict on this. Whether people use one of these. You know, note change of that when I got back. Basically, when you're gunning one of these up, you just want it to bolt to go home and touch, and that is it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I mean, there's different types of crankshaft setup, timing setups.
Yeah.
You get a floating crank, or you get a keyway crank. This is keywayed.
Right.
So we've got no risk of timing slipping from that.
Okay.
Whereas like the Eco Boost engine, the 1 litre, the timing is all floating.
Yeah.
So what locks the timing is this actual bolt.
Right.
So it has to be super, super tight.
Okay.
On these it's just keyway, so as long as it's done up and it nutted, perfectly fine.
So now we've got the new belts. Again, all genuine Ford.
Power steering pump back on, boy.
Yeah, and boom.
And how long does it take, say, Paul, for the sealant to go off?
In the summer, in fair weather, 12 hours is good enough.
Yeah.
But in the winter, if it's freezing outside, then 24 hours would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 12 hours normally is good enough. Now we can put the mount on. Brake cleaner go. Right in front of you, this foot. Get that bit of oil off there, we don't like oil stains.
Yeah.
Come, boy. When you do the top side, do that bottom bolt.
So now we are very nearly there now. It's that's the bulk of it done now, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's just putting all the bits back together.
Put the bolt back on now,
Yeah.
and we'll go around and do the service bits.
Yeah, so then I'll service it afterwards.
Lovely.
can see how well they work together, because once Dad is finished one part, Lewis has got the next part ready to go. So this just goes to show you how they've done this a lot. Just putting grease on each one of the bolts.
They're in a bad spot, these bolts. They get rusty.
Yeah.
So it's nice to get a bit of grease on them, stop them rusting.
Just give that a little push. Make sure it's in place.
Yep.
One bolt's in first.
Yeah, them two are, yeah.
Actually, I won't do that yet. Crank pulley.
Okay.
Now we get crank pulley.
So do we need any grease or anything on this one or not?
This is why a lot of them leak. It needs a really thin smear of grease around there, just so it helps go past the seal without damaging it.
You don't want to put too much on it.
A very thin smear, just to help it slide in.
Yeah.
New crank bolt.
Okay.
Lower the engine down for me, boy. Just a little bit.
So why a new crank bolt? What's the matter with the old one?
It's just a part of the process, I
Just
suppose,
doing it properly.
I mean, it's not really a stretch bolt,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But you're better off doing it
Yeah.
at the same time.
Always replace it.
Yeah.
Now, look, there's a lot of conflict on this. Whether people use one of these. You know, change of that when I got back. Basically, when you're gunning one of these up, you just want it to bolt to go home and touch, and that is it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I mean, there's different types of crankshaft setup, timing setups.
Yeah.
You get a floating crank, or you get a keyway crank. This is keywayed,
Right.
so we've got no risk of timing slipping from that.
Okay.
Whereas like the Eco Boost engine, the 1 litre, the timing is all floating.
Yeah.
So what locks the timing is this actual bolt.
Right.
So it has to be super, super tight.
Okay.
On these it's just keyway, so as long as it's done up and it nutted, perfectly fine.
Now we've got the new belts. Again, all genuine Ford.
Power steering pump back on, boy.
What's been done next now, Paul?
This is the power steering pump we're bolting back on.
Okay.
Yep, go for it, boy. Drop the bolt.
That's quite awkward to get at.
And the jack. Nice, all right.
Having the right tools makes it a bit easier to get at it.
100%. Bit of you, Jay.
Now the new belts.
Got 24 on the ratchet, round here. Round here.
show the line up. Now the service part, I guess, is it?
Yeah, once we've got all these bits bolted back in, we'll go around and do all the filters.
Yeah.
Then we'll fill it with fluids. Then we'll get it started, check it for leaks, and we're done.
Perfect. Yeah, 2 more to go. So now we've got this filter. Now this van was only serviced 500 miles ago, so this filter should be pretty clean. As you can see, it is pretty clean.
Really clean.
It is really clean. We're still going to change it anyway.
Like that. Very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that anyway.
Yeah.
Pick it up. Get any little bits out there. Any nasty little bits.
Yeah.
I don't go in the filter.
And clean.
A lot cleaner
Yeah,
than it
yeah.
was.
Again, a genuine Ford one. Yeah.
Just a little push that slots in.
Just slots in, yeah.
Like that. Tabs.
And just like that.
Done. Spoiler.
Paul, what are you doing?
Just cleaning out the old filler cap tube.
That's just all nice and
Make sure
clean,
there's
yeah.
no crap in there.
Yeah.
We like everything to be
Yeah,
clean.
yeah, it is. It's nice that you're doing all that. And people might say, oh, he's only doing this now because he's on video, but I can guarantee you, each
Nah.
customer he goes to,
Everyone.
every customer will be getting the same level of service.
Yeah.
Just in and out
So what are you doing, Liz? Oh, so they even changed the pollen filter as well.
filter. What we do, 2 sides of the glove box,
Yeah.
pops down. This cover is in there.
Yeah.
Just pull the tab back and it pops off.
Oh yeah, okay.
Pull that down, we grab the pollen filter out. Just get a kick under it. Just like that. Little bits of dirt in there.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things that you change every
Yeah.
now and then.
So it's all part of the service.
Get your new one. Sits this way round. It would actually be a thing. Airflow.
Oh, so there's a correct way to do it. Okay.
Just like that. And it literally just pushes in nice and gently. This cover
Yeah.
goes back like that and on. Little tab back here. And then
Clicks in.
clips in. Glove box. Just literally pushes up like that.
Awesome.
Job done.
Simple as that. Cheers, Liz. what do you find? Do you find working on the Ford engines reasonably straightforward, Paul?
Yeah, once you get to know them there, I mean, it's the same as anything really.
Yeah.
I prefer a Ford over a BMW all day long.
Why? Because there's more room around the engine, or
Yeah,
just...
yeah, engine bay wise.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see you've got plenty
Yeah,
of room.
plenty of room, yeah. So look at that, he's even cleaning the dipstick, look at that. Now that's a level to detail you don't see often. Now this on my other van is loose, in that part there is loose on my other van. I think there might be a screw. Once we take off the other one, we can actually have a look at it properly, Paul, if you don't mind.
Get a rubber. I mean, they literally just push in
just
like
push in,
that,
yeah.
and then they click in there.
Yeah.
That's just literally how they sit like
Yeah.
that. They are a bit loose, but they do seal.
No, but it's this bottom bit that's loose on my other van.
Ah, what, the actual
tub itself. I think there might be a screw missing off it or something.
We'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
That's just about it.
So that's it pretty much all together now. It just slots in on a eye and a back. Quite straightforward. Now, I had a discussion with Paul earlier about this particular thing. I asked him what this is. What is this, Paul?
That is the ECU for the NOx sensor.
Yeah,
Goes
right.
in the DPF filter.
So on this van, it's got one there. On the next van, it's got one there. But on my other van, it's not on there. And yet they're all the same year. Strange. So it's further down, he said.
The one that hasn't got this one will basically be a late registered van.
Yeah.
So one they've had basically in there and they've registered it on a late 19 plate
Yeah.
or 69 plate.
Okay.
It's come out with the earlier spec ECU.
So now putting all the plugs back in. Making sure if a bolt goes back in properly. Oh, they're just little clips, okay.
That is it. Get some fluids in.
And that's just to do the oil and the water, I guess. So how many litres of oil does it take, Paul?
9.8 litres.
And what type of oil should it be used on these?
You should use the Ford recommended Castrol.
Yeah.
This model van, early 19, your 0 watt 30D oil. So, yeah, Castrol 0 watt 30D for this model. The later models, after 21, they moved it to a 530 weight.
Right.
Yeah, they upped the weight of it. So yeah, it'll be 530 A5 that oil. Oil. It's the liquid gold. You can see the quality of this car.
Yeah.
If you compare it to another cheaper brand of oil and put them side by side, you can really see the difference.
Can you?
I haven't done the oil filter yet. Do you want to do that? Guess 9.8 litres first, then we run it and then we'll check the level afterwards.
Yeah. Because it's getting all the nooks and crannies, I guess. Yeah.
Fill the filter
Yeah.
and all the oil ways, and then you get your correct level.
Yeah. And then should you check it in a few days afterwards, or?
I don't know, I mean, once you've had the belt done, it's always good to just look under the van after it's been parked overnight.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got no wet spots.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, just do regular checks once a week's good enough. Personally, every morning, mate. Have a check underneath,
Yeah.
pull the dipstick, check the coolant level. I mean, I disable my van every night because they're so highly prized.
Yeah, yeah.
I disable one every night.
And you see what this van... And
If someone wants to disable their van, if you're paranoid about someone nicking it.
Right, actually I'm now removing all the covers. So you can see he had covers all around the front to protect the bodywork, which is really, really good. Because I keep this van mint. And to me, that was really, really important, that somebody looks after my van.
Yeah, we don't want to add a scratch to it.
Yeah. So now Lewis is... What are you doing, Lewis?
Just about to loosen off the oil filter.
Okay.
Let it drain to the turbine and obviously
Yep.
fit the new one.
So you just pop them out when you're parking out with a big...
Yeah, if I go to somewhere like B&Q's or something, I'll always pop them out because opportunist fees, they'll always come along. When they nick these vans, believe it or not, they can buy a little sort of rebate.
Yeah.
They pay straight into the OBD pool and it instant stuff. With me, I can get through to program keys with my diagnostic equipment.
Yeah.
I get a 20-minute security delay. I have to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah.
A thief can come along, go
Yes.
plop, and he's gone. Yeah, it's unreal.
That was on pretty tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're not normally meant to go pretty tight.
Yeah.
But people do like to do them up decently tight. Yeah, it's cracked off.
Yeah. Now I guess there'll be a little bit of oil come out of this once the end, does it?
Yeah. They always have a bit of oil come out. It all gets cleaner, brake cleaner anyway.
Yeah. So now while Lewis is doing that, Paul is refitting the light. And then that's pretty much it back together. And again, a genuine Ford filter, which is really important.
Pop some grease around the
Yep.
O-ring now.
Paul has now fitted the lights and just the plugs to go back in.
Just done the oil filter up with my wrist.
Okay.
And we just get the tool on and give it a tiny little nip, just like that.
Yeah.
Don't need to be mega tight.
Yeah.
That's all done up. Now I'll just get a bit of brake cleaner, bits of oil here.
Yeah.
Literally just
Just to make sure that it's nice and clean.
Make sure it's nice and clean. Oh, right in the eyes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Job done there.
So now it's a matter of just running it for a bit, I guess. Or will you just leave that for a while, Paul, and move on to the next fan?
No, we'll start it up. We'll always start them straight away.
Okay. And you said leaving off the oil, was it the oil filler cap?
When we do the belt,
Yeah.
before we start, leave that off because that releases the crankcase pressure.
Yeah.
So he's got no chance of blowing the sealing from the sump or the cover.
Yeah,
It's okay for circulating the oil inside the engine
yeah,
because it's squashed. The oil can't actually get to the sealing. You can touch it, it can't get to it.
right, okay.
So yeah, you're fine to start it.
But then when you put this back in, don't start and leave it then for a while.
Has the fuel filter been done yet?
Yeah.
Alright, do that next.
So they even change the fuel filter as well. It's not just the oil filter they change. They do a proper service, a full service. You can see now he's putting in the coolant. So I didn't realise now that you changed the fuel filter as well, which is good.
Yeah, all the filters. I mean, that's where we cut corners with the new sumps. I mean, the new sump is £40.
Yeah,
The filters end up costing us £60 all in for the air, pollen and fuel filter. It's much more beneficial
Yeah.
if we change those filters rather than pay for the sump.
yeah,
Because we have got a budget we work on. with
yeah,
the
yeah, of
pumps.
course, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, It turns out, if it does turn out we needed something, we take it as a loss. We fit a new one for free.
Right, okay.
But yeah, we much prefer to spend that extra little bit of budget.
Yeah.
Giving it a new fuel filter,
Yeah,
a new
yeah.
air filter, a new pipe
Yeah.
filter. Sometimes you have to put a new filter on, but yeah, doesn't matter. Take a little loss sometimes.
So now, guys, you can see how much work is involved in changing these wet belts. It's not just changing the wet belt, it's doing a full service and everything afterwards, which is really, really important. I'm actually really impressed with the amount of prep work that goes into it, because when they take everything off, it's the prep work afterwards, cleaning everything, making sure that it's spotless before they put everything back. That's what I was really impressed with. So my van is back together again.
This is going to be my all-time favourite van, this one.
Yeah, we can't say why, Paul, we can't say why.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Yeah. My friend Asmat and that knows what this van is all about.
Definitely the favourite one today.
Yeah. It's a bit unique, this van. We can't say why.
I would love to leave that there
Yeah.
and drive that away.
Yeah.
lovely.
Well, actually, there is actually a video on YouTube of this van, and it actually shows the build process. So it took over a year to build it.
You're gonna have to send me
Yeah,
the
I'll
link.
send you the link for it. So what are we doing here, Lewis?
This is the fuel filter. I just put a new one up. Just letting it drain off.
Yeah.
Still really new.
Yeah, so like I said, guys, this van was only serviced 500 miles ago. So yeah, but we're still going to replace it.
Definitely in good condition.
Yeah, because it's all part of the service that
Kink
guys
there.
do. And this is the last bit we've got to do, Lewis, isn't it?
Yeah, last one. Now we are able to crank it.
Yeah,
Bleed the fuel system first. Though.
yeah,
Where I've had this filter off, see me draining it.
yeah.
It fills up the fuel. Where I put the new one on, it's not full of fuel yet.
Right.
So we have to cycle the ignition a few times.
Okay.
So it primes the fuel system.
Yeah.
So we can crank it. Otherwise, if we get in there and just crank it, the engine will just turn.
Turn over. Is it like air locked or something, or air in the system? Is that what it is, or
Yeah,
no?
you just have to push fuel for all
Fuel
the
through
fuel
it.
lines.
Okay.
And eventually get to the engine.
Okay.
Is that filter done?
Oh, they're just finishing off with putting the under tray back on.
1, 2, 3, and down.
Put the under tray back on, and I guess now it'll be time to start it.
Turn the ignition on for a few minutes.
Yeah. So what are you doing now? Just bleeding the system?
Yeah, because we've emptied it, it'll empty the fuel
Yeah.
filter and all the lines up to the rail.
Yeah.
So turn the ignition on, the pre-pump will just fill all that back up before we crank the engine.
Cool.
Definitely the best van. 100%.
Cheers. It's definitely special, this one.
Oh yes. It's the best one I've fixed. The most interesting.
Right. Okay. That's interesting.
Steering wheel's lovely.
Yeah, it is,
Mine-
isn't it?
I've got one of these, but it don't feel as thick as yours.
Yeah. So that's thicker than the other one on my other van.
Yeah. I think
So
mine's probably the same as that. It's just slightly bit thinner. It's the same
Yeah.
design.
Yeah.
It don't feel as manly.
Yeah. But you know what? I think I actually prefer the thinner one. So this is a carbon
I
fibre.
suppose it depends on the size of your hand.
Yeah. So this is a carbon fibre steering wheel. So in this van, everything's carbon. I mean, everything. All that's carbon. It's all real carbon.
Even the speakers have got a carbon effect, don't they?
Yeah. So everything is carbon.
Cycle the ignition a few times.
Yeah.
You can usually hear it. Hear that coming up, pressure now.
So what are you looking for now, Paul?
Basically, we're going to check for leaks.
Yeah.
Right, so now it's running.
See what you're looking all around there.
We're going to check around the time and covering around the front for leaks. So
Yeah.
we'll let it run for a minute and make sure we've got no drips.
Yeah, okay, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Checks under there.
It's always hard to see when on the table.
Yeah.
You can see anyway.
Yeah. So Paul is now checking the levels. And it's that clean, it's difficult to see.
You
That's,
can't even see it. That's the engine's
yeah,
run as well.
Yeah, that's good. And the engine, as you said, the engine is running.
Try that again.
And where should it be on the dipstick, Paul?
We want to be on the maximum mark, which is
Yeah.
right there. And we are just about there.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yep, we're good.
Awesome. So we can say this one is now done, Paul. You're happy with this?
Once we screw this on,
Yeah.
that's it now. Don't run it for 12 hours now.
Yeah.
And
Leave it
that'll
now.
be fine.
And then we'll just
We'll
put.
pop up the coolant.
Yeah.
Full spec coolant as well.
So it's the Ford one as well. Yeah. Okay. So you can see everything they've used is all genuine Ford. There's been no shortcuts, which is really, really nice. And you can see he's quite diligent because he's even putting a bit of grease on this as well. So
These are quite prime for getting stuck in and
Are they?
breaking. So it's always good to
right,
just a little thin bit of grease around the inside of there
Yeah.
to stop it from getting stuck.
and that's a good one.
Sorted.
That's the first one done.
Done.
So we've got one down. So while Paul is finishing this one, his son Lewis is gone to the second one. So we're not going to record this one as well, but what we will do is we'll come back in the video and we'll show the difference in this van's belt and the first one. And then we'll go to Dave's van and we'll show the difference in that belt. But there's no point in me keep recording over the same one. Can you just say what you just said there about that? So this is the van with 50,000 miles on it. I can already see on the belt it's still laminated. So it's a big difference. They said straight away you could see the difference on this van compared to the other two. So just goes to show you it's important to keep your vans serviced a lot more regularly than what they
The edge.
manufacture. What were you saying, Paul?
Yeah. All the laminate has gone, look. You can barely see it on some at the edge of them teeth there.
So that's
But yeah,
definitely
that-
needed.
About to.
You could probably pick them teeth off. No, they're not really bad yet. Normally when they're like that, their teeth just fall off.
So this is the one that's had
Yeah.
50,000 miles on it, 51,000 miles on it.
But
And
yeah.
even in the service book, it's still been serviced every how many thousand miles? Dave?
Every year, isn't it?
Yes, every year it's still been serviced.
Yeah, proof
just
that
goes
it
to
doesn't
show-
work, innit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That was a good save, that one.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.